What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing it once again, machine versus machine, the Dragonhawk Mast Flip versus the WJX Maxon adjustable stroke pen. Now they both come from the same company, which is Dragonhawk, but it is basically a really hot topic right now that people are asking me, what's the differences? Is it worth upgrading? Is it this or that? Well, we're gonna find out the differences, the similarities, and the pros and cons about buying this one or this one. Here we go. Alright, first up, the Mast Flip. Let's put this one aside for now. The Mast Flip, I have the green one. It comes in a lot of nice colors. Check it out on the website. Yeah, it has a 2.6, 2.9, 3.2, 3.5, 4.0, and 3.8. I kind of skipped ahead, but yeah, whatever. 4.0 is the maximum. So, it is still, in my opinion, the best pound for pound, value for money pen that you can buy right now. You can get it for around $160, which is insanely good for the kind of work that it can put out and the versatility of the machine. I have said this in the past on many videos. I don't know, maybe 8 videos on this already. And it's just that good of a pen. And it's obvious that it is good because, hell, they made a newer version of it, right? They made the upgraded version of this one. So you know it was a good one because a lot of people liked it. It received some backlash, but not that much. Overall, it was an accepted pen by the community, and hell yeah, they made another one. So let's look at the differences in the build. Alright, so first up, you might notice it, maybe not, but at a quick glance you can see that this pen, the WJX, is actually much smaller. Well, not much smaller, quite smaller than this one. Right? It's a bit shorter and a bit smaller, the grip. Now, normally when it's like cell phones, right? Like in the past, the smaller the phone was, the more high-tech it was. I wouldn't say that's the same thing with the tattoo machines, but hey, they wanted a nicer, shorter, more comfortable pen. Now holding this one really is, in my opinion, much more comfortable, especially because of this like dip right here. It's like long enough that you can put your middle finger or your whatever index or whatever you use to stabilize your pen right on the groove, and it's pretty comfortable to hold. Not to say that this doesn't do that. I mean, it's an added factor. You know, they worked out the ergonomics with this one. Another thing that was different from the Mast Flip, now these are the upgrades because this is basically 2.0 of this one. The top portion, the adjustment thing of the stroke, I always felt that this one was a little bit, it was okay. Like, I thought it was good, right? When I first got it, I thought it was great, it was perfect. But after being able to adjust it on this one, this has like a nicer snap to it than this one here. That's just my 2 cents. Although this one is a bit harder to snap, so I feel like it stays in place more. I had an issue with this one wherein I was adjusting the lower grip, I was adjusting the needle depth, and I ended up adjusting the stroke of the machine while I was working. Yeah, you can check it out on the video I just recently made. It was kind of like a blooper thing, but yeah, it happened. Minor issue, not really a deal breaker by any means. Now, other than the form factor, they also changed this thing right here. They added like grooves, right? So that it's a little bit easier to hold into place when you're adjusting. Minor things like this, but still, it's an upgrade. So that's the differences between the physical aspects of it. Now let's get to what's inside. Now the major difference is the motor, right? The motor is the biggest difference. Now the big difference is the Maxon motor is actually, well, it's a more popular motor and it's actually a better motor, right? in the world standards of what's better, Maxon is a good motor and it's supposedly better than like coreless, whatever, stuff like that. So the Maxon requires you, alright? I can't stress this enough, but you should know if you're getting this one, you need a battery pack or you need a power supply that has a jump start feature. With this one, you don't need that. This one, you do. You can slap a battery pack that doesn't have jump start, but I will highly suggest that you do for the longevity of the motor inside. You don't want it to stall out and crap out. Jump start is required, in my opinion, and it says it on the manual and everything like that. You need a jump start feature. Can't stress that enough. Jump start. Now, in terms of performance, what I did notice was this has quite a bit more vibration, right? What I mean by that, like when you're holding it, if you set it to 7 volts, you'll feel the machine vibrate quite strongly because of the stronger motor. If you have an issue with like vibrations in machines, then it might be a deal breaker for you, but to me it's not really a deal breaker. It is more ergonomic to hold, but it does have a higher vibration feel to it. Unlike this one, it feels like it's just there. It's not really that rough. It's not that strong, right? So if that's an issue for you, then you might want to go to the Flip. Now, another performance difference between the two machines is the WJX, honestly guys, it hits harder than this one, alright? I was tattooing a tough portion of skin during the review, and it was still packing, it was still coloring really easily. Yeah. By the time, no, this video is gonna come out first. After this video, I'll be posting the first WJX pen, and you can see how quickly that one will pack. And the motor is a big factor when it comes to power of the machine. Yeah, man, overall this is a stronger machine, and that is basically what you're paying that extra $100 for. I think it's $100 or maybe around $120, I'm not sure. But if you're the type that likes strong machines, you want like easy lining using bigger needle groups, then you can go with this one. Not to say that this can't do it, it can. I've ran an 11RS on this one and it was able to pull lines as well. I just had to go a little bit slower with my hand speed to compensate and maybe add a little bit more pressure. This one, the machine kind of helps you more with the pressure, and yeah, it's an easier time lining with like bigger needle groups. Both can color fill, although like I said, this one color fills faster, especially at 4.0. It's just an overall stronger machine in that aspect. Now, is there a drawback to strong machines? Yes, there are drawbacks to having a stronger machine like this one. When it comes to like soft shading, you have to develop a feel for it, right? And when you're accustomed to weaker machines, right? When you're accustomed to weaker machines, they normally hit weaker and you have a little bit more, how do you say, breathing room when it comes to shading. Meaning to say, if you like shade for maybe 2 seconds, it's not gonna be that dark if you're using it with this one at 2.6. If you shade something 2 seconds, the same area with this one, it might come out darker than this one. You have to develop a feel for it, and if you're used to weaker machines, then you might want to just stick with this one because it can still do all of the tricks. It's just a weaker machine. So that's basically it. Now, well, this is a big factor on which one you would choose is the price, all right? Now, I did say this is the pound for pound king of value for money. I still stand by it, and the Mast Flip, I would buy. All right, if I was a beginner tattoo artist or intermediate that was looking for a little bit of an upgrade from a coil machine and wanted to try pen types, I would get this one. if I was under budget. Now, if I do have that extra, what do you say, like extra $120, and you kind of major in American traditional, Japanese, neo-trad, blackworks, anything that needs like color saturation and a strong machine to pull off, or if you're an artist that has now established himself or herself, wherein you're getting big piece clients, like very big tattoos, just get this one, because you can, by then you can afford it, right? You're earning enough to afford this one, so might as well get this one. And you know, bigger pieces need bigger needle groups, and you might need more power to run the needles through the skin. So WJX Maxon adjustable stroke pen might be the one for you. But if you're starting out, or if you're, you know, more of a realism, soft black and gray stuff and want an adjustable stroke pen, then this might be the one for you between these two machines. Although I have mentioned another adjustable stroke pen in the past that can do realism and soft shading better than these two, in my opinion. Yeah, do check it out. Look for it in my videos, it's somewhere there. Alright guys, that's it for this video. Don't forget to hit that like, comment below, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell so that you're notified on what's coming next, and I'll see you all on the next video. Later.